TenSura Shitara Slime Datta or The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is licensed and produced by Studios 8-Bit, Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Muse Communication. Based on the works by Fuse. Please support the official release.
Hello there YouTube, Jack here with more TenSura Shitara Slime Datta, The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2, Episode 8, I hope. If I'm not completely wrong. And the last time we had the most serious episode yet, with some casualties among the goblin forces, well, the hobgoblin and goblinas, which is, you know, as predicted, sort of the deaths for stakes' sake, and not any, how should I say this, consequential deaths just yet. Like, obviously, well, I've explained this like many times by now, I think, but as I've said, it's sort of this, we get it, it's super serious, and I'm all for it. I'm really not trying to ignore this in any way, shape, or form, but it's also this, like, cannon fodder people, is what I'm trying to say, yeah. Which I'm honestly completely fine with, because I really like having a serious mood, yet not necessarily killing off, or even worse, fake killing off one of the main characters, the named ones, so I will accept it. And yeah, Mulan sort of... Mulan. First up to the whole thing, because she's like sort of super depressed that she was forced into this by Clayman, because of her whole he's got her heart situation thing going. And as such, people were kind of, you know, trying to kill her, potentially, maybe. Like, I don't really know what Benimaru was gonna do if he got his hands on her, but, you know, he's not the nicest person. But if he was able to forgive the orcs who slaughtered his entire village, then I suppose it's not really fair in any way, shape, or form to call him merciless for that matter. But as is, yeah, people were kind of pissed at her, which is understandable. And as such, Reimaru is currently assessing the situation. He also had this short moment of death to everyone stare towards her, but Great Sage saved the day here. Also previous episode was kind of the epic fight with Hinata, and all the sound effects, just all the sound effects. It was great. Like, I'm just being an ass here. And that was awesome, and, well, he did the clone thing and the gluttony thing. The clone did the gluttony thing because it sort of, like, kills you, I guess, in the process. And therefore, Hinata thinks he's dead, which is good. So, yeah, let's kill a bunch of humans, hopefully. Well, probably not this episode. This one's titled Hope, which I assume is more for Mulan than anything. But we can use some uplifting stuff, really, seriously. As such, let's get into this episode. In the 3, 2, 1, go. That's... yeah, that's such a name. Shinjubu name, I don't know what to call it. So, probably, like, death either way for her then. Freaking wine glass. I'm gonna point it out every time. No, really, I'm gonna do that just for cliche's sake. I don't know if it's like his own hands dirty or if he just like has fun playing with people. That's a good decision, honestly. I'm glad it isn't outright forgiveness, like, yeah, no, you did nothing wrong or something like that. Oh yeah, the serious people are too. Well, it's good to see that we've finally done something for the potions, that they're not no longer the fix-all. I've noticed this in the meeting too, but have they added fingernails? That's sound effect. You get too old, man. So, potentially kidnapped. Again, assuming she's not straight up being killed. Because that should have been mentioned at some point. But if we're going to the dead people, then damn. So is the only reason you put her in the ending to fake us out here? Oh yeah, I was kind of like figuring he would be here, but you know. But you know, I was sure running my mouth at the beginning of this episode, wasn't I? Just a little bit. It's fine. It's not at all fine. But I was running my mouth. All you damn people who knew this was coming. Watching my intro talk. For what it's worth, I said it before, I don't like their fake out, so as hard as this hits, I hope they don't just like fix her somehow. Oh, that's a neat thing to do. That's again from the trailer. Well, because you're not really human, I guess. Well, the real question is what to do now, right? What's to be expected? Naturally, usually, but not here necessarily, so good to hear. Well, so much for that suppression. Don't do this. Oh, come on. Is this for the demons then? It's like this is so been nagging at the back of my mind. Pretty much that, yeah. The hope. Also, they've actually just been keeping it running. Fair enough. It's honestly a lot better than just saying you can start this thing up once and be done. Oh, okay. That came out of nowhere. So is this like Veldora and Caribus then? Also Milim is a dragon. Yep. Are we not supposed to know that it's Milim if you don't say it? They went crazy.
しかし意志なき魔物になられても意味がない。この町は今結界に覆われているでしょ。
Well, TenSura, what I got for you, eh?
この結界によってとどまっているとしたら、いや違う、逆だ。蘇生できる可能性が 3% 以上もある。
All three, yeah. That's good, honestly.
エレン、話してくれてありがとう。でもいいのか？俺に魔王になれって言ったのと同じだぞ。
Pretty much, yeah.
お嬢様？
That's a thing to spring on them.
俺たちはエレンお嬢様の護衛として一緒に国を出てきたんです。
そうだったのかよ。
You did.
一部の人しか知らないの。
Well, given that Milim is supposed to be like the oldest demon lord, then makes sense. Well, the opening did show at least someone in Rimro's usual getup walking with them. Which, you know, heavily implies that it's obviously Rimuru in Rimoro's getup. Yeah, a lot of fingernails, unlike everyone. Yeah, I mean, he was a demon lord. But hey, we have got potential, I guess. Nourishment. 10,000! Yeah, why not? I'm sorry, I'm so giddy for what's to come. Oh, twice what you need. How nice is that? Probably more in a literal sense. Since, you know, in order to get rid of the control over her heart, kill her, fix her. It's what I assume he's meant to say, because, like, couldn't you have said that in a more way that doesn't immediately incite violence? Like, how are they not supposed to misunderstand this? That's a smile, it's so evil. There isn't even any holes. As a bug. Oh, okay, so that's what he did. He replaced it. Oh, okay. Oh. Never mind, that's a perfect explanation, honestly. I love that. Oh, we had to analyze and replicate it in 3 seconds. That's neat. Or what? I mean, there's still like the little issue of kind of being responsible for a lot of this. So, you know, 20,000 is a better chance than 10,000. I really hope he does that. Please do that. Sort out your little love triangle there. Actually, it might not even be, since he kind of already won. It will be his turn. Damn, that's... Actually, I don't know whether that's dirty or playing super nice. Oh, leave it to me. Just drop it on him. It's a king on his way here too, that's nice. When you croak. Well, I wasn't expecting the whole become king part, but sure, whatever. Ah, God, was an awesome episode. Well, I guess that explains the ending a bit more. Since, you know, obviously Rimuru main character Milim sort of being the center stage of a lot of this regarding the... as well as the whole war on Carrion. And Shion basically as the victim here. Or rather say the motivation, I guess. Which in all fairness, like, the entire time they showed that, the dead people, I had it nagging in the back of my mind the whole, like, are you going to fix this? Are you somehow magically gonna bring back the dead? And I still have this slight disappointment if you're telling me that, yeah, we can fix it. But on the upside, I do really like it as a motivational factor. Next time. Okay, putting everything on the line. Yeah, I like it as a motivational factor, like going Demon Lord for the sake of saving someone rather than revenge against all humans and in your rage accidentally turning into Demon Lord or something. I really like it more as a designated goal, is what I'm saying. With the explicit purpose of saving rather than, you know, a byproduct of going on a revenge rampage. As much as I like a revenge rampage at this point now, honestly. But we might be getting one anyway, just, you know, one with more clear-cut purpose. Regardless, though. Yeah, this one hit a lot deeper. Especially since I was off running my mouth at the beginning with the whole, like, oh, nobody named died. And, well, I kind of excluded Gopso, whatever his, you know, name was. Gopto's friend there. Since I kind of just assumed that he had died for the sake of, you know, drama and the heavy atmosphere. Like, he was the most named and known character that I assumed to be on the list of casualties for dramatic purposes. Shion being on the list really caught me off guard because, like, in the previous episode I said something along the lines like, oh, so she's fine, when Shuna mentioned Takuro being, like, well, not fine, but wounded. So it's kind of the same vein as that. Really caught me off guard. But I did also mention, like, at the beginning of this episode, I don't like death fake-outs. And this sort of teeters the line here, because it's not like they're gonna later reveal, oh no, she wasn't actually dead, which is like kind of what death fake-outs are all about. So like someone dies in an explosion, or so you think, but then 5 episodes later or at the end of the season they show up and be like, actually I'm alive, and everybody gets all, what? Because, you know, you didn't actually see them die, you just saw a big flashy explosion and who knows what happened. But here, no, she dead. She died. That's clearly there. The entire explicit goal is to bring her back, which is always, to me, a nice sort of middle ground when it comes to death fake-outs, because you're not faking out the death. It's clear that A, she's dead, and B, the goal is to bring her back, and a goal that will most likely succeed, because honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a single plot thread where the story goes out of its way to elaborately explain that, hey, there's a tiny chance that you could bring them back and then to only, you know, and then to fail. It's like the opposite of Chekhov's gun. It's like pointing out a gun on the wall only for the gun to then not fire, you know? Which I guess you could see in some comedies, but parodies. But no, like, I'm 99% sure that she's gonna be revived. But like I said, I like the take that it's done through through a clear purpose and goal rather than just accidentally or revealed one episode that, hey, no, I'm actually fine. So I'll take that for the book. Mulan being saved. Like, I was kind of expecting, hoping for that to happen from the get-go, and this is pretty much how I expected it to go down, in all honesty. I didn't know that she had a fake heart, honestly, like just the entire point of how Clayman has her heart and whatnot wasn't really explained. I just kind of assumed, like, I don't know, spatial magic or something, that he literally has a heart and she just has a gaping hole in her chest or something. But no, apparently, like, he put a replica heart in there, like a fake heart that also served to keep watch of her and all that, which, you know, actually is really clever on his part. Like, why not? And I think it went unmentioned, but if I were to read the novels, it probably would say something that Rimuru had to, like, basically punch a hole in her chest, analyze the heart, build a bug-free version, and then swap them out, all the while, you know, also fixing the literal hole he punched into her chest and her clothes along the way, I guess. So yeah, we have the tale of Milim, which I love the fact that I realized that before the signature hairstyle came in, since, well, Milim's had her dragon eye and whatnot, so Dragonian, I don't know what exactly she's supposed to be anymore, like what the race is called. But yeah, basically Milim is dragon, and so I figured in time, before it became blatantly obvious in the reveal. It's, there's a name for this type of information that the audience has, but none of the characters do. Forgot what it's called. Yeah, but it's basically this, so even if you didn't figure it out, once the signature hairstyle comes in and, like, her outfit, all that, it's abundantly clear we're talking about Milim here. So, but none of the characters saw the nice paintings there, so they don't know that it's Milim. Which is an odd choice. Because I'm pretty sure, like, if you were to read the novels, I don't, like, unless there's an illustration right there that shows her, which is possible, I guess, then as a novel reader, you wouldn't explicitly know. You could figure on your own, like, again, I figured, so obviously anybody reading it could also. But, yeah, kind of makes me wonder. Nice backstory, though, nice origin of hers, and I so love the take on the freaking fact that eat 10,000 humans to become a demon lord. And he's like, yep, let's do that. I love the little take on his psyche question, like, am I a monster at heart that only takes the shape of a human, because, you know, that's literally what he does. So that's neat, really, really neat from my opinion. And yeah, so 20,000 people. Please let it be a massacre. I so want it to be a massacre. First of all, it would be absolutely cathartic to watch them be devoured, literally. And, well, it'd be cool to watch, but it kind of falls into the first category. But, you know, it's cathartic and cool. The two C's, that's all that matters. With that said, that's kind of all there is to it for this episode, so such an awesome episode. Until next time, see you then. Bye.